first live show since February, and our hearts feel so full already. Thank you all for coming out and participating in this experimental format of sitting outside. Charming Disaster. We come from Brooklyn, New York, and we present original songs inspired by the dark.
The dark.
Which is strangely topical these days. And we use the cards of the tarot to guide our set list. Quick show of hands, who here is familiar with the tarot deck? It's a pretty strong showing.
Yeah.
Those not familiar with the tarot deck, it's a deck of cards, like a deck of playing cards. It dates back to the 15th century. And since that time, it's been used for purposes of divination. That is, telling us about the past, the present, the future. Like a regular deck of playing cards, the tarot deck contains 4 suits with numbered and face cards, in addition to which there are 22 major arcana cards depicting persons, places, and things of a symbolical nature. Now, we have linked each of these cards to one of our songs, and we will be drawing cards from the deck to not only tell us what songs we play, but also determine the course of our destiny. Are you ready? To begin, please direct your gaze toward this black velvet bag, which holds the cards, and just throw a little energy this way, a little bit of intention, a little bit of your presence. That's very good, sir.
Okay.
How does that feel?
It feels good. I think everyone is contributing their intention.
All right. Well,
it's very intense.
Yeah, it's pretty. Does the bag feel a little heavier?
It is
Yeah.
heavier.
All right. Well, I'm going to draw the first card from the deck and shuffle those up good, because we don't want the people thinking that we've planned anything in advance. Now, the first card that we draw represents the current situation. What are we dealing with here? What is the situation we find ourselves in? All right, let's see. I've selected the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. And if you can't see it from where you're sitting 6 feet or more away from the stage, it depicts a boy and a girl. And he's handing her a flower in a pot from a safe distance. Little foxes in our foxholes with a tin can phone. Shine a flashlight on the mirror, send a signal in Morse code.
If you step upon a needle, it goes straight to my heart. Spooky action at a distance, we're together and apart.
Thinking what I'm thinking at the same exact time. If you're out there somewhere listening, will you sing down the wire? Sing down the wire. Like the needle of a compass, I know right where you are. Down the handle of the ladle, Little Dipper to North Star.
treehouse and a letter at the end of a string. Write it in our secret language in invisible ink. Clouds gather in the trees, bend in the wind, and the air is electric and thundering. Crackle of static, a broken connection, transmission is lost, and I'm wondering, are you thinking what I'm thinking at the same exact time? If you're out there somewhere listening, will you sing down the wire? Are you thinking what I'm thinking at the same exact time? If you're out there somewhere listening, will you sing down the line? If you're out there somewhere listening, if you're out there somewhere listening, will you sing down? Will you sing down the line? Sing down the wire. Sing down the wire. Sing down the wire.
Will you hold this for me for a second? I
Sure.
sound checked before I put on these shoes, and I'm like a lot shorter.
How tall are those shoes? Or go-go boots, as I
They're
call
pretty
them.
tall. They're like went boots. They're not really go-go boots.
Went boots.
Now, I know that we have some people joining us through the ether tonight as well. So a big thank you to all the people who are joining us via live stream from all corners of the universe. We appreciate you, and we feel your presence as spirits in the crowd. Now, the second card in the tarot spread, I should mention this is a traditional Celtic cross spread, but we'll talk a little more about that in a bit. The second card tells us about what crosses us. So what stands in our path, what blocks the way, what thwarts our desires, what is the problem here exactly? All right, I've selected the Two of Cups this time. The Two of Cups, which depicts... You want to tell them what it looks like?
There are two figures with cups, as you might expect, and they are cheers, or toasting. And it seems unclear what they are drinking.
Yeah, what's in the cups? What do you think's in the cups?
Booze? Blood? Good? All very good answers.
Very good answers.
We shall see.
Pine, pitch,
Turpentine.
Don't drink poison, baby, better drink wine. Solvent, acetone. Mind you mark the bottle with the skull and bones, 'cause you got the blue bottle blues. When you wake up in the night, don't make a big mistake, 'cause you can never make it right. When you reach out for the vial, feel the ridges in the glass. It's a matter of survival. Better watch your back. Powder, arsenic, spoonful in your cocoa, gonna make you sick. Strychnine, cyanide, keeps on getting harder, simply staying alive. You got the blue bottle blues,
wake up in the night. Don't make a big mistake, 'cause you can never make it right. When you reach out for the vial, feel the ridges in the glass. It's a matter of survival. Better watch your back. When it's time for you to go, like Juliet or Romeo, there is something you should know. There is no antidote. There is no antidote.
Bootleg
Alcohol, toxic or intoxicating, who can tell? Almond, bitter taste. Swallow down your medicine, it leaves no trace. Morphine, rest your head. What was that precaution that the doctor said? Foul play, accident. Watch out for your loved ones and your careless self. You got the blue bottle blues. Wake up in the night. Don't make a big mistake, 'cause you can never make it right. When you reach out for the vial, feel the ridges in the glass. It's a matter of survival, baby. Better watch your back. There is no antidote. 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 There is no antidote.
So that's what crosses us, which makes sense. I think this is starting off on a good foot, pretty much. But the third card tells us about what crowns us, our higher aspirations, our better selves, the platonic ideal, you might say. What do we strive towards? What inspires us? The Empress. Ooh. Oh, here's a quick tip. If you're not sure how to respond to the card, you can always say, ooh. Yeah, try it. Let me hear you. That's good.
Pretty good. We'll give them lots of practice. Here we go.
Mama ran the family grocery store, ran a little card game through the pantry door, and every night as Papa snored, she would deal to the boys. He busted in the place around 1:45. A freshly minted copper with something to prove. This is a bust, nobody move. I held my mama as she cried. I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Ooh.
Work my way up from the tenement beat. Finally made detective after years on the street, but I could never forget the way she looked at me. A fire burning in her eyes. Next time that I saw her, she was all grown up, sparkling in spangles at the Club Deluxe. where the
waltzed
owner was known
right in.
as king of the mob, and my showgirl, she was on his arm.
I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Ooh.
I noticed when that copper started hanging around, whatever he was looking for, it's not what he found. He was there on a job for the boys downtown, but that's not why he was working so hard. He never said a word, but I could see what I saw. My heart was at war in a fight to the draw.
How
could I jump
win?
into the arms of the law? All I could do was keep up my guard.
I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Ooh.
The night came.
It was just a matter of time.
We moved in.
One night he didn't come home.
The big sting.
Beauty isn't a
We
crime.
hauled them in.
Why should I go in alone the night?
It was just a matter of time
He moved in.
before I won her
A
affection.
girl needs
So tell me, is it a crime?
protection.
I offered protection.
Thank you. My gangster went upriver. He was serving hard time. I didn't forget about him, but he'd never be mine. And my cop was so far from a life of crime. But one day I knew he'd stolen my heart.
She loved me like the dream we had so long delayed. Then she got a little cough that wouldn't go away. She didn't tell us so till it was too late. When she closed her eyes, the angels sang.
I
Just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away.
I just got carried away, I couldn't help it. Try to get by all by myself. It didn't have to be this way. Got carried away. Got carried away. Got carried away. Got carried away.
Carried away.
carried away. So that was our higher aspirations, but as above, so below. Thus, our next card tells us not about our better selves, but our baser instincts. What deep, dark urges compel us? We selected the Seven of Pentacles.
Ooh.
See, it's so easy. What does that card look like for the folks in the back?
There looks like some sort of farm person, and he's harvesting a bunch of pentacles that are growing in, looks like grape leaves.
A garden. It looks like
That's
a garden.
a garden. That's what people call a garden.
We're from the city, so.
Take a walk in the garden. Now the waxing moon is high. Gather up the pale night blossoms to quell your heart's desire.
Say the words long forgotten. Blow the smoke and fan the fire. Circle up, something's calling. Time has come to fill the sky. Hellbore, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood. Scrape the earth with your fingers. Dig deep and find the root. What's the key? What's the key to its danger? Will it be revealed to you? Hellbore, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood, milkweed, snakewood, yew tree, blood runes, angels, trumpet, poppy, death's cup. You don't know all the secrets, but you can glean the truth. It's beyond good and evil. Burn the leaves and eat the fruit. Hellborn, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood, milkweed, snakewood, yew tree, blood root, angels, trumpet, poppy, death's cup, hellborn, henbane, mandrake, moonshade, hemlock, wormwood, foxglove, monk's hood, milkweed, snakewood, yew tree, blood ruse, angels, trumpet, poppy, death's cup. This is our first live show since February, which means that we've had a little time to work up some new material. So that was actually the first live outing of that song in front of other people who are here with us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We have a few brand new ones that are
We
in
do.
our
We have a
rotation.
few new ones. Yeah, the first song we played was a brand new one. as well.
Yes.
But I'm just pleased to play both of our songs about poisons in the same set. That's nice.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now the next card, I should say. The next card takes us on a little journey into the recent past. Nothing to be alarmed by, it's the recent past. We've been through it once before, recently. It's perfectly familiar. But perhaps this card will shed a little light, give us a little insight into what exactly just happened. The Lovers.
Ooh.
Remember? You remember. It just happened. People bring me casseroles and pray for his immortal soul. They think I'm in widow's weeds, but pity is the last thing I need. I dress in black and wear a veil to hide bright eyes and skin so pale. Make sure that nobody sees the marks of love my lover leaves. Since the day they told me he was gone, haunts me faithfully from dusk till dawn. Hear him whisper sweetly in my ear, can't you see we got a good thing here? Feel his fingertips caress my hair, turn around and there is nothing there. Phantom arms around me sleeping near, can't you see we got a good thing here? Can't you see we got a good thing here?
When some people pass away, they don't reach the heaven that they've prayed. Bitter about the fallacy their afterlife turned out to be. They bitch and moan and hide your keys or talk to psychics on TV. They just groan and shake their chains when I say my baby's on the physical plane. When I died upon that cold, cold night, made a promise never leave her side. Now she knows that there's nothing to fear. Can't you see we got a good thing here? Run my fingers through her hair. She turns around and there's nothing there. Wrap my arms around her sleeping dear. Can't you see we got a good thing here? Can't you see we got a good thing here?
My husband cooling in the grave, the worms crawl in and out. My lover's disembodied soul makes me so happy now. When they drew their pistols and they fired each one shot, how could I have imagined this sweet bliss would be my lot?
I used to be an angry man. I wanted things that weren't mine. At 15 paces in the sand, I left that all behind. Now my spirits rise when she turns out her bedroom light. I gently haunt my lover in the cold and tender night.
They try to comfort me with platitudes. They don't know I'm in a real fine mood. There's no reason I should shed one tear. Can't you see we got a good thing here?
Don't talk to me of death, do us part. Between us we share one beating heart. Candles flicker in the chandelier. Can't you see we got a good thing here? Can't you see we got a good thing here? Can't you see we got a good thing here?
Well, that was the recent past, which brings us to the immediate future coming up next. What does the immediate future hold? Here's the thing about the immediate future, though. Of course, it's coming up so immediately that this information will not help you. Nevertheless, we have chosen the Emperor. Ooh. There's a lot of things I've missed about live shows, but the ooh is definitely one of them.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Farewell, wishing well, I said what's on my mind. There's no more to tell, so take another dime. I must be moving on now, the shadows grow long. I never was the superstitious kind.
What is this waking me down in the deep? Voice like a silver coin rings in my sleep. Don't be so hasty, no, don't turn your back. I could deliver you all that you ask. We've done all we can do all by ourselves. Everybody needs a little help. Stuck in place, it's been so long. A little push will keep us going.
What sweet melody echoes soft and low. There's no one but me, yet I am not alone. Did I wake up in a dream? That's no reflection I see. Swimming in the waters down below.
Begging your pardon, I know what you wish. Let's make a bargain and both benefit.
Did I wake up in a dream? That's no reflection I see. Swimming in the waters down in the wishing well.
Done all we can do all by ourselves. Everybody needs a little help.
Stuck in place, it's been so long. A little push will keep us going. Black hair, skin so fair, eyes are jaded green. Beauty with an emerald stare, so hungry and so sweet. How can I be sure such a slippery creature will keep a fish she promises to me?
Treasures and riches and servants and silks, power to bend all the world to your will.
How can I be sure such a slippery creature will keep a fish she promises
down in the wishing well?
Fall in the water, deep dark cold water, way down in the wishing well. Fall in the water, deep dark cold water, way down in the wishing well. Done all we can do all by ourselves. Everybody needs a little help. Stuck in place,
It's been so long.
a little push will keep us going.
Farewell, wishing well. I leave you with this song. I'm free from the spell that held me for so long. Is it such a wicked thing for one who would be king to grant dominion of this wet abode?
10,000 gods damn you, I was such a fool. Snared by your serpent tongue, trapped in this pool. I
it
swear
such
by
a
the
wicked
skies
thing?
that
No one who
ring
would
by
be
these
king.
stones, misfortune will find you
down in the wishing well, down in the wishing well, down in the wishing well, down in the wishing well.
That's the story of how we met.
Yeah, probably a lot of you can relate. Shout out to the person in the back wearing the Bindlestay Family Circus t-shirt. Yeah. All right, we've now completed part 1 of the Celtic cross spread. The Celtic cross spread, traditional tarot card divination arrangement of cards. Part 1 is called the cross, which makes sense. So you see the cross up here on the board. Part 2 is called the staff, which is 4 more cards going up the right-hand side of the board. But before we get to the staff, a quick public service announcement, which is this. If you enjoy the music that you're hearing tonight, or perhaps you just admire our aesthetic, good news. We have music and other paraphernalia available for sale right up there at the merch table. Perhaps you saw the display on your way in. We have thought a lot about how to socially distance our merch operation, and you'll find a little square QR code at your table. So if you'd like, you can order on your phone and then come pick it up from us. We also have a contactless credit card reader up at the merch table. But we have CDs, we have vinyl records, which is very exciting. We have T-shirts, we have bandanas, which are very handy right about now. If you need a blindfold or a tourniquet or some other thing people use bandanas for, I don't know.
Yeah,
Tourniquets are good. We have
splints.
we have earrings, we have posters and postcards and stickers and all kinds of stuff. So take a look on your way out. You can buy it on your phone, and we'd love to send you home with some charming disastrousness to remember us by. If you're watching out in the ether, you can always go to charmingdisaster.com/shop, and you can find merch on our Bandcamp site that way as well. All right, thus concludes the PSA. We're moving on to the staff. And the first card in the staff tells us about where we are headed if we do not change course. So it could be good, could be bad. It kind of depends on what you've been doing. We have selected the sun. Le Soleil, the hateful orb that burns us from above with its wicked rays.
Here we go.
Your prickly spines conceal a tender heart.
No ordinary ornament.
Who dares to scrape you with their teeth will
We'll
find that everything seems sweet.
Your scaly petals spiral around your core.
You always leave me wanting more.
I eat but leave unsatisfied.
You only whet my appetite. Turtle green, I greedily devour. Open up to me just like the delicatest flower. I send to you this lover's note, my secret hope, my artichoke, my artichoke, my artichoke, my artichoke. Your center sooner, love, or later. Slowly lift away your every overlapping layer.
artichoke.
My artichoke, my artichoke, my artichoke. Your thorny leaves may be your best defense.
Oh, thistle, oh, you succulent.
No epicure could long resist the urge to taste you on their lips. Armored blossom, I would steam you gently. Show you my devotion, dear, if only you would let me. I send to you this lover's note, my secret hope, my artichoke.
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 My
My artichoke.
My artichoke.
My artichoke.
Nice boots.
The next card is the friends and family card. This card tells us about the people around us in our community, in our friends group, our social network,
Our milieu.
our milieu, if you are French. And we want to take this opportunity to give a great big thank you to the Foundry for hosting this show, to Amy and Noah at the board, and Joe, who's handling the live stream. And we're
And
just
speaking of family,
and speaking of family,
a big shout out.
a big
to the
shout
Bisping
out
family.
to my parents. My parents. So we have like an idea about the friends and family thing, but this card may shed a little extra light on that. Who are these people? What are their intentions? Ooh. We've chosen the Four of Cups. That's right, the Four of Cups, people. You want to describe this one? Kind of a strange one.
Sure, there's a figure seated beneath a tree, seemingly in meditation, and there's some sort of cloud with a hand delivering him a cup. And there are three other cups in front of this person.
But the disembodied hand is really the most puzzling thing. I
Most
think.
puzzling.
Yeah.
I think this person is perhaps meditating underneath this bow tree.
Meditating, yeah. Mm.
Wake up one day and here you are. You're just a brain inside a jar. You need some air. You go outside. 10,000 heads are floating by. Disembodied head, disembodied head, disembodied, disembodied head, disembodied head, disembodied. Now what you get is what you see. You're on your own, got nobody. You tell yourself that you'll get by. You have an active inner life. Disembodied, disembodied head, disembodied, disembodied head, disembodied head, disembodied. It's nice to try to find advice that you can get behind. Put it on ice. You might decide it takes more time to change your mind. They say success is worth the wait. You close your eyes, you meditate. The more you seek, you come to find all that you are is in your mind. Disembodied head, disembodied head, disembodied, disembodied head, disembodied head, disembodied. It's nice hard time to change your mind. Disembodied head, you're disembodied. Disembodied head, you're disembodied. Disembodied head, you're a disembodied head. Disembodied head, you're a disembodied head. Disembodied. Disembodied head, you're a disembodied head. You're disembodied.
True story.
2 cards remain. This, the penultimate card, is my favorite card because this is the hopes and fears card. Hopes and or fears. They're not always different things. Sometimes they are merely opposite sides of the same coin. So perhaps this card will tell us a little something about the thing that we long for the most or possibly dread the most, but probably a little bit of both.
I hope you picked the right one.
They're all, I'm going to pick the right one.
I'm afraid you're going to pick the right one.
The moon. It was the right one. I mean, don't you feel that way about the moon? You're like, oh, please, but oh no, the moon.
That means I have to go out hunting.
Would you love me if I made you coffee every morning for 1,000 years?
In the evening, you tell me a story about a hunter turned into a deer.
We talk for hours in a sentimental fashion, breathing in the languid perfume of the moon.
We'll pick the flowers that will lay out on their coffins.
Cold winter comes oh so soon. The light of your eyes
and the curve of your
and the
smile,
curve of your smile,
lovely surprise of your skin in the dark.
Lie for a while,
and I'll be by your
and I'll be
side.
by your side.
Meantime, the
The
moments
won't make a mark. Like Celine and Endymion, we watch the stream of days go by.
You will shine and I will lie down to observe you in the midnight sky.
Our history is just one dream after another, written down in a shaky script.
I can see the here and ever after in the curve of your blood red lips.
The light of your eyes
and the curve of your
and the curve of your smile,
lovely surprise
the
of
glow
your
of
skin in the dark.
Lie for a while,
and I'll be by your
and I'll
side.
be by your side.
Meantime, the moments
won't make a mark. Ooh. When you sleep One card remains on the board, and this is called the conclusion card. The conclusion card is not just the last card of the spread, it's also the card that kind of makes everything else snap into focus. The card that when you look back through its lens, you understand why it made sense. So the pressure is kind of on for this last card draw. But you may notice that there are far more cards left in the deck that we will not choose tonight. Luckily, we have another show tomorrow here at 3 o'clock. So if you feel like you haven't gotten enough insight through tonight's spread, you have one more opportunity tomorrow afternoon. And again, thank you all so much for being here with us for this show. It means so much to us to get to play to real people, and like, you're obviously excellent people. So really exceptionally good. Yes. All right. So what did it all mean? You're probably wondering. Well, this card is going to help us answer that question. Temperance. Temperance is the card we have selected.
We have a temperance fan over there.
Temperance. We see you, Temperance. Temperance. It doesn't just mean moderation, though. It also means a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Feel this from a distance, what I'm doing with my pins. Pull them from between my lips, and one by one I stick 'em in. Not a cushion, not a pillow, but a clever mannequin. If I covered it with kisses, would you feel them on your skin?
Feel you out there doing it yet again. Up to your old tricks, dear, reaching out through thin air. Uncontrolled twitches, sharp pains in my back. Butterfly kisses, hot breath on my neck.
Can you feel this from a distance? What I'm doing with my pins. Pull them from
to your old tricks, dear.
And one by one I stick 'em in. Not a cushion, not a pillow, but a clever mannequin.
In my
if I
back.
covered it with kisses, would you feel them on your skin? It's not the same as the real thing. Might like this better instead. Ooh, I know you're thinking of me when I'm thinking that we are connected. We are connected. On the evening of the seance where we met that only time, all the candles were extinguished when you put your hand in mine. The table started rocking and you caught my evil eye. We promised when we parted we would never say goodbye. I knew from your front demeanor that you were a kindred soul. Your smile was so familiar, and I couldn't let you go. It's a sympathetic magic pulls us together close.
Are we
It's
cursed?
a
Sympathetic magic. It could
thing I
always
love
be
the
worse.
It's not the same as the real thing. Might like this are connected. We are connected. You never would believe it, but a toy can take a toll. I sewed it with a needle and a piece of your soul.
To the floor.
Just any
what you wish
simulacrum,
for.
such a sweet
It comes
remote
back
control.
sevenfold.
I could
I
shoot
fall
you
into
with
a
a
well,
pistol,
dear,
and they'd never find the hole. It's not the same as the real thing. Might like this better instead. Woo, I know you're thinking of me when I'm thinking that we are connected. We are connected. We are connected. Thank you all so much. Once again, great big hand for the Foundry. We're Charming Disaster. We love you. Good night.
Hey everybody, thank you for coming out tonight and supporting these amazing artists and the Foundry. Thank you to West Stockbridge. Thank you to all of those people out there that are watching the live stream. We are so excited to be experimenting with live stream, and Charming Disaster was such a huge support in that venture forward. We hope to have you back. We love you guys both. We love our audiences. Please spread the word. Thursday night, our Emerging Artists Night. Can you hear me through this ugly thing? Emerging artists are young artists that are getting a chance to perform in front of live audience. There's no cover charge. You can just show up and enjoy. We have everything from cello music to string quintets to rock music to people creating original music. Friday night's usually movie night. Starts around 8:40, I think. Noah, is it Night of the Living Dead coming up? The classic. You can dress as a zombie if you want. I think it's apropos to the time. And Saturday night are more established artists like these brilliant folks. And Sundays are our rain dates, but we're still here. You never know, there could be a pop-up music. If you want to play, let us know. Thank you. You can have another round of drinks. We just ask that if you get up, you put your masks on. Thank you for adhering to all the safety protocols. Good night.